And boom. Okay. So again, y'all, the counting principle just says if the first experiment can be performed in m distinct ways, and the second one can be performed in n distinct ways, then the two experiments in that order can be performed in m times n distinct ways. Okay, so look, y'all, this is what we're going to do. It says a restaurant offers 10 appetizers and 8 main courses. And how many ways can a person order a 2-course meal? Okay, so look, y'all, the first one is going to be our appetizers, and the second one is going to be our main course. And so that's for you. You're welcome. So, y'all, how many appetizers do they offer? Anyone know? Number of appetizers is what, 10? And the number of main courses, y'all, is 8. And so all we're going to do, y'all, is multiply those guys together, and you're done. And that's why I say chapter 7.1, guys, is going to be real easy breezy cover girl. All you're going to be doing, my friends, is multiplying here, okay? So let's try another one, okay? Let's try another one. So y'all, I'm going to scroll down a little further, and it says a popular brand of a pen is available in 10 colors and 2 writing tips. How many different choices of pens do you have? Okay, so look, y'all, we can pick different colors and we can pick different tips. So there's 10 colors to choose from, y'all, and there's 2 tips. We're going to multiply those together, and that's going to mean that we got 20 different choices. Okay. So, y'all, like I said, 7-1, real straightforward. Okay. Let's take a look at the next problem. So it says a sales representative can take 3 different routes from city B to city D. Okay, so I'm going to go like this. We're going to go from B to D, and then 6 different routes from D to M. Okay, and then how many different routes can we go if we want to go from B to M where we have to go through D? Okay, so look, y'all, we got 3 ways we can go here, and we got 6 ways we can go here. So again, all we're going to do is multiply, and we got 18 different ways that we can get there, right? All right. So y'all, let me scroll down a little further, and let's see what else we got here. Let's see. An ice cream store sells 4 drinks in 5 sizes and in 5 flavors. How many ways can customers order the drink? Okay, so let's take a look. We got different drinks. We have different sizes. And we have different flavors. Okay, so we got 4 drinks. We have 5 sizes. And we also have 5 flavors. Okay, so look, y'all, I'm going to multiply 4 times 5 is 20, and 20 times 5, boom. That should give us 100. Okay, so y'all, like I said, 7-1, very, very straightforward. Let's take a look at the next one that we got here. It says a restaurant offers the following limited lunch menu. Okay, so again, y'all, I'm going to set this up into pieces. We got main courses, we got vegetables, we got beverages, and we got desserts. Okay, so main courses, y'all, I'm just going to count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 main courses. Vegetables, you got corn or green beans, okay? Beverages, you got coffee, tea, milk, soda, and shakes. That looks like 1, 2, 3, 4. That looks like 5. And desserts, you can take a sundae, a mousse, pie, or brownies. There's 4 of those. All righty, y'all. So again, here, y'all, what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab my calculator. Let me see if I can get it real quick. Boom, here we go. All right, and let's take a look. So 5 times 2 times 5 times 4. And there's a total of 200 different combinations, right, of what you can have. Anybody want some spaghetti and green beans and a glass of milk together? Yeah, me neither, right? But it's if you wanted to, you can have it. All right. Let's take a look, y'all. Let's look at the next one here. Let's see. It says shoppers in a large shopping mall are categorized or male or female. Okay, so let's do this. We're going to categorize them by sex, either male or female. We're going to categorize them by age. Okay. And we're going to categorize them by how they're going to pay. Okay. So I'm going to look right here. We got two choices here. Over 30 or 30 and under. Oops, I was putting a 3 because I was thinking of the 30. But it's really a 2 because there's two categories there. And cash or credit card. So that's also 2. So 2 times 2 is 4. And 4 times 2, y'all, is given as 8. Okay. Again, you can see, guys, 7.1, really, really straightforward, right? 7.2, guys, when we get there in a minute, it's pretty straightforward, but there's going to, y'all remember the other day when we were here last Monday, and those people came to talk to us about like, hey, don't take out a payday loan and all that kind of stuff, and they gave you guys the calculators. Does anybody have that calculator with them today? Did anybody bring it? They gave you a calculator and you didn't even bring it to your math class? Oh, man, that's like they gave you a basketball and you didn't take it to the court. If anybody does have it, though, y'all, I want to see it because there's going to be something we're going to use today. We're going to use the calculator. And if you have that calculator, it'll be easy breezy CoverGirl to do. Okay, let's take a look. It says a person can order a new car with a choice of 10 colors. Okay, so we're going to go like this. Colors, there's 10 of them. With or without air conditioning, AC, come on, that shouldn't even be an option. With or without an automatic transmission. Okay, I guess some people like to drive stick, so there's 2 options there. And with or without power windows. Okay, there's 2 there. And with or without a CD player. That's pretty dated, okay. And how many different ways can we order a new car? All right, my friends, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go 10 times, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 twos. 1, 2, 3, 4 twos. And I'm coming up with 160. Right? 160 different ways. Anybody want a car without air conditioning? Not in the valley. All right. Let's see. And again, y'all, we're going to look at this next question here. And it says, you're taking a multiple choice test that has 4 questions. Okay, so I'm going to go like this. The number of questions we have is 4 of them. And each question has 4 answer choices. Okay, with 1 correct answer per question. If you select one of these choices for each question and leave nothing blank, how many ways can you answer the questions? Again, we're just going to multiply and boom, we're coming up with 16 different ways, right? And you say, why 16 different ways? Because for question 1, you got 4 choices. And 2, you got 4 choices, right? So on and so forth. You know, this belongs to you. You're welcome. All righty. Y'all, I'm going to scroll down a little further. And let's take a look at this next problem here. It says, in a different plan for area code. So y'all, we live in the 956, right? That's where everybody says, hey, are you from the 956? That's the area code, right? It says the first digit could be any number from 1 to 7. The second digit can be a 3, 4, 5, or 6. And the third digit could be any number except 3. With this plan, how many different area codes are possible? Okay, so look, y'all, we're going to do this. In an area code, we got 3 digits, or 3 digits, right? So look, the first one says we can choose 1 through 7. So y'all, when I'm thinking about digits, these are the numbers that we choose from. And if I look at these numbers right up here, y'all, there's actually 10 numbers up there, okay? There's 10 numbers up there. But look what the first part says. The first digit could be a number from 1 through 7. So y'all, for the first digit, these are the numbers that I can choose from. Well, there's 7 numbers right there, right? Okay, the second digit can be a 3, 4, 5, or 6. So the second digit I can choose from there. 1, 2, 3, there's 4 digits right there, right? And then it says the last digit can be any number except for 3. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9 digits there. And all I'm going to do, my friends, is multiply. Y'all, the reason why I wrote out that 0 through 9 is because that's what digits are, and that's what we're talking about. But if you see the way I wrote it out, and then when I looked at what my choices were and just kind of underlined those things, it made this part really easy for me to do. You know why? Because it's visual, and a lot of us are visual learners. We see it, and then we're like, oh, that's all I'm doing, right? But if I'm just kind of trying to think it through in my head, it's a lot different. It's a lot more harder to do, right? So my recommendation, write a few things down. Let me take my calculator. 7 times 4 times 9, 252. And those are all the different possibilities we could have, or that's the number of possible area codes, right? 252. Okay. All right. Now, let's take a look at the next one here, y'all. It says license plates in a particular state, display 3 letters followed by 2 numbers. Okay, so I'm going to do this. 3 letters. Letter, 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 and then 2 numbers. All right, how many different license plates can be manufactured for this date? Y'all, I got a question for you. Does anybody know how many letters are in the English alphabet? If you go A, B, C, D, right? And you got to go real fast when you go LMNOP, right? Anybody know how many letters are in the alphabet? Anybody remember? Elementary school? The last time we did the alphabet song? You know, don't be scared. What do you think? 26. Awesome. Very good. Look, y'all, we got 26 letters we can choose from. And we got 26 letters we can still choose from. And we got 26 letters that we can still choose from. Now, y'all, remember, my digits are these guys right here, right? And there's a total of 10 of them. Okay. And again, my friends, I'm going to take my calculator, y'all. And we're going to say, look, what's 26 times 26 times 26 times 10 times 10 again. All right. And then we end up with 1,757,600. And that's how many different license plates we can make. Now, y'all, like I said, once you finish this class, y'all, next semester, you're going to have 2 options. You can either take contemporary math, which if your major allows it, y'all, I tell everybody take contemporary math. The only people that fail contemporary math, y'all, are the people who don't do the work. It's never too hard to do the work, okay? Or you can take statistics. And in either case, y'all, we do these problems over there again. But one of the things we talk about next semester, whenever you're taking whatever class it is when you're doing something like this, license plates, sometimes they say, you know what? You can't use the same letter twice. So if you have the letter P as your first letter for the alphabet, then you can't use P again. So sometimes we say, look, when you're doing something like this, you got 26 options here. But once you pick a letter, now you all only got 25 options. And once you pick the other letter, then you only got 24 options, right? And the same thing happens sometimes with the digits. You got 10 digits to choose from, but if you pick the number 7, you can't pick the number 7 again. So then you only have 9 digits to choose from. And when we talk about that, that's what we talk about without repetition, meaning you could not put the same letters more than once, or you couldn't put the same numbers more than once, right? So anyway, just kind of wanted to give you a heads up on that whenever you get to that part. Okay, so let's take a look, y'all. It says a stock can either go up, or it can go down, or it can stay unchanged. So, y'all, our stock has three options: going up, going down, or staying the same. And the number of stocks is 7, right? So, what are the possibilities? 3 times 7, there's a total of 21 possibilities, right? Because there's 7 stocks, and every one of those has 3 options to either go up, go down, or stay the same. All right, let me keep scrolling here, y'all. And it says a password contains 3 digits such as 175. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, so remember, y'all, we got 10 choices, 10 choices, and 10 choices. Unless they tell me repetition is not allowed, we assume that we can repeat the same numbers. So if you wanted to have 000, that would still be an okay password. We're just going to multiply straight across, and boom, we come up with 1,000. Okay. All right, let me keep moving here. Let's see what else we got. Oh, we stop right there, y'all. That's 7.1. Guys, I'm going to give you guys about 20 minutes to work on 7.1, and then we'll start 7.2. Okay. So what I'm going to do, y'all, real quick is I'm going to stop recording the session. Boom.